Good evening, everyone.
Evening, Chair.
Welcome to the Haverhill Town Council Planning Committee meeting. I will read my script before we start. Please note that this meeting is being recorded by the Town Council and where possible live streamed on YouTube. Please note that the recording device is sensitive and the live stream may be recorded by third parties. So do not say anything you do not want recorded. If necessary, I will direct all recording in the room and the live stream to be stopped. But generally, I want to avoid doing that. So we will normally record everything except any item taken in closed session. Members of the public may also make their own recordings but must follow our rules for doing so, including stopping recording when requested. Whilst we do not accept anonymous speaking at the public forum, members of the public who wish to speak but do not want their name published must please indicate this before you say your piece. Thank you. Item number 1. Apologies for absence, please.
Councillor Cox.
Councillor Cox, right. Thank you. There's no other apologies, not really. Item 2, declarations of interest and request for dispensation. Councillor Andre.
Item 3 on list B, I'm the Treasurer and Booking Secretary for the Scout Field, which is immediately behind this property. It's still in our interest that these trees are dealt with, so I need the room for that reason.
Oh, right, okay. Right. Okay. Thank you for that. Councillor Brown.
Yeah, non-registrable interest, item 2, list B, the applicant is known to us, Councillor Jones.
Okay.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Slightly yes, non-registrable interest, same item.
Yes, Councillor Andre? Yes, same. Councillor Greeny, yeah? No, you're not a member of me. And me as well, please. Councillor Henry.
Everyone.
Yes, all.
We need proposals.
Oh, right. Councillor Brown, I saw first. Proposed. Second was Councillor Martin.
Proposing a full dispensation for item 2 list B.
Right. Yeah. Full dispensation for item 2 on list B. All those in favour, please show. Yeah, it's unanimous. Thank you. Any other declarations? No? Okay. Minutes of the item 3, minutes of the previous meeting. We've all got them in front of us.
Sorry.
Page 1, 2, 3. Page 1, 2, 4. Page 1, 2, 5. Page 1, 2, 6. Okay, very much. Can I have the proposer and the seconder so that I can sign as a true record? Councillor Andre proposed. Can I have a seconder, please? Councillor Martin, second. Right. Thank you very much. Right. Sorry about that. Can I have a show of hands all in favour of that proposal and seconder? Yeah, that's overwhelming. Thank you. Item 5. 4, matters arising from those minutes. Is there any matters arising at all? No. Item 5, there's no members of the public. Item 6, to consider planning applications. There's no list A, the delegated powers. List B, application 1, DC 24-1484 FUL, construction of a 2-storey block to create 2 dwellings. And Mrs. Faisal, this is Mr. Faisal Mohammed, Kingsfield Leasing Limited, 24 Queen Street. I've put down Waste Management wants to know details of storage capacity and location and presentation points for collection. There's a comment from the applicant saying previously approved similar scheme, DC 17-1848 FUL. This is since expired. And also on this application I put what are the sitting rooms on top and beneath each tenant bedroom. Right, they're my comments on that. Is there any other comments, Councillor O'Green?
You don't like the fact that it blocks the windows for the neighbouring property.
Absolutely.
They're going to lose all of their sunlight and any outlook they've currently got. It's rather depressing for them. And we're also losing parking spaces that are currently for the shops on Queen Street.
Thank you for that. Councillor Brown.
Yeah, I was going to echo what Aaron said, but I say it's just an absolute shame. That's the loading bay for future shops, etc. Yeah, they've got rear access at the moment for a lorry or something. Say that the business changes at some stage and it becomes a shop or something like that. They'll have no means of getting a truck or anything like that in there. All those old shops had yards behind them for storage and that sort of stuff, and it just seems a shame that they're all being taken up for housing when we're having 4,000 houses built in town anyway. Just a shame.
Thank you for that. Councillor Martin.
Thank you, Chair. To me, this is very much a piecemeal development. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. And I went round there today, and the points that I think it was Councillor Lucarini and Councillor Brown both made, I mean, it's unbelievable that somebody would think of putting a dwelling in there, blocking all the light from those houses. I think it's a totally inappropriate application and should be refused.
Okay. Thank you.
Or whatever you call it now.
Also, if they're built, I've noticed, it's being pointed out, if they're built, then there's a building on the right-hand side that block the light for the residents that are going to live in the built one, newly built one. So there's a double whammy on them. Councillor Burns.
I will echo what's already been said. The park, I don't know how many more flats and things we're going to have built in the High Street, Queen Street and everywhere else, where they don't provide a solution to the parking problem. All they say is it's a town centre location. Yeah, then you go to West Suffolk and West Suffolk said we're not going to give you permanent leases on the car park or anything like that. Remembering the nearest long-stay car park is either the Corn Exchange or Meadows, or this one here, the Arts Centre one.
What if they're disabled?
And what's disabled? I think the lack of loss of the parking spaces there is there. Those buildings on the left there particularly were nicely built. They look nice. They weren't just chucked up. So they've got, they haven't got a good outlook, but as you said, it would be totally blocked. And I think Councillor Martin's right. I think it's, just chuck it in there just because we can. And, how do we resolve, as you say, deliveries and things like that? Merton Slade there will just, will end up just being another car park. It is a shame that we have this piecemeal thing. The other thing I was going to say is, and this is typical, unfortunately, of this particular architect, I've dealt with him many times, is they never put dimensions on their properties.
No.
They've got an outsider, so you actually can't work out how big. All they do
Or
is
small.
do
Or small.
one single dimension across there, but they don't actually tell you, for example, what's the square footage
Yeah.
of these places.
Good point.
Yeah. So it might have been done 6 years ago, whenever they got permission, but building standards have changed since then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, minimum size standards. Yeah. Okay. Right. Any other comments at all? No? Right. I think we need a proposer. Councillor Andre, do you want to propose?
I'm proposing that we object on the grounds
Object.
that it's too much in a small space and insufficient parking.
Yeah, and all the comments has been said.
Access.
And all comments has been said, yeah? Okay. Right, seconder, Councillor Greeny. All those in favour, please show. Yeah, it's overwhelming. Thank you. Item 2. Application 2. DC 24 1504 HH, air source heat pump to the rear elevation. And this is Joseph Mason, 1 Cross Close. Any comments on this one? Councillor Andre?
I recognise that this is only an application because of the excessive noise, but there's nothing in the application to say how that excessive noise is going to be addressed. At the very least, I would have thought the heat pump could be placed somewhere else adjacent to the next premises. There is nothing in there about how they're going to reduce the impact.
Yeah. That could be the living room next door, which I don't know, I must admit. Right, any other comments at all?
So,
Councillor Brown?
the point I really looked at was none of the neighbours objected. I think is it number 11? Is that
Yeah.
the one adjacent to it? And to be fair, generally when heat pumps are working, it's normally this time of year that you don't tend to have your windows open. But Councillor Andre is right, it is above the recommended decibel level, not by much, but as you say, I don't know if there's any mitigation that can be put in or not. But as I say, it's only slightly over, and number 11 next to I haven't objected, so.
Okay. Councillor O'Grady?
So personally, we're giving this only, my 3 decibels over. There's not a lot you can really mitigate. It's not going to make much difference. Slightly worried though, in general, how many of these applications are we going to start getting? You know, we're asking people to install heat pumps, and at the same time, it seems like the planning laws are still too strict for them.
Yeah, because this is a new type. This particular one, it's got a bigger fan than what
Yeah, we
was
had
in
an
the
application
past.
the other week as well.
Oh, right. Right.
They're becoming more efficient, and they make less noise as every sort of year goes by. But what you've got to worry about is you've got a state with 20, 30 houses that have all got them. I don't know what the cumulative impacts of all of them going at the same time will be. I don't know.
Okay, any other comments at all? No? Right. Proposal, please. Councillor Andre? Sorry, Councillor O'Grady.
I'll propose neutral.
Neutral, right. Councillor Brown,
Yeah,
seconded.
second that.
All those in favour, please show. Okay, that's overwhelming. Application 3, DC. Right. Application 3, DC 24 0995 TPO. TPO 166 1992. Tree Preservation Order, small a, 3 Sycamore. T1 and T2 and T3 on plan, with G1 and T7 on order. Fell. Small b, 1 sycamore, T4 on plan, crown raised by 1.5 metres. And this is Mr. Bill Chapman, 3 Tudor Close. Any comments on these at all? Councillor Burns?
Only usual thing, there's no report on tree report.
Yeah, he's going by the...
He's going by what Matt Vernon might have said for the West Suffolk,
Suffolk,
then
yeah.
I would have expected to see Matt Vernon comment on there. You can't just quote somebody else
No.
with no evidence. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's a lot of these trees were there before the houses were built. You know, maybe the houses were built in the wrong place, of course, but then St Edmunds gave them permission because it was their land at the time. Yes, it seemed a bit drastic, but you know, he's saying the right things. You know, one's hollowed out and everything else.
Just be
you know.
cold.
And it is quite a lot of trees there. But I wouldn't allow these applications to come through unless you've always had a tree report and agricultural report. And I think that's the thought of the council in not allowing that West Suffolk to force them to do that. No difference to if you're building a house, you have to do a design and access statement. Why do you not have to provide that?
Yeah, good point. Councillor Brad?
Yeah, definitely the one that's hollowed out, and the 2 smaller ones are in a bunch of other trees. So to be fair, if they came out, I think that would only give the other trees a bit more space to grow anyway. So personally, I haven't got any major issues with it. I want to propose neutral.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they do starve the other tree, or they may catch diseases as well,
Yeah.
easily, or more easily, when they're bunched together like that. I had a report when I was Borough Council, I had a report from the tree surgeon saying all these things, so that's how I know a little bit about trees. Councillor Smith?
Just reiterating what Councillor Brown said, really. I think one or two look like self-seeding anyway.
Sycamores.
Yeah, so, yeah, actually, was that a proposal?
Yeah, proposal from, you second that?
I second it.
Okay, right. Okay, any more comments at all? No? Okay, all those in favour, please show the neutral. Thank you. Application 4, DC 24 1522 HH. Small a, change orientation of the door to front porch. Small b, single storey extension following removal of conservatory. And this is Mr. Mark Carpenter, 95 Roman Way. Any comments at all on this one? Councillor Smith?
I don't think there's a problem at all. It's just replacing conservatory with a more permanent structure and making the fall into the building. It's only a single storey and it's a big plot of land. I can't really see any reason to object to it.
Okay. Any other comments? No? Would you close? Neutral? You second that, Councillor Martin? Okay. All those in favour, please show. Yeah. Application 5, DC 24 1277 HH. This is a reconsultation. Small a, the first floor front extension. Small b, conversion of roof space to habitable room, including rear dormer. And this is Mr. and Mrs. Ruddle, R-U-D, Ruddle, 77 Downs Crescent. I've got a few points here.
Amended location in Brockpound and it's showing an additional parking by actually.
Oh right, it says here, amended location and block plan, red line. Now, I must admit there was 2 on there and I couldn't tell the difference between the 2. I've got And it says about photos.
Yeah.
Now, I can't see any photos.
They weren't there.
Yeah, no photos are sent in email. That's the email he gave. And I'll leave that for a minute. I'll read it out because then I won't get mixed up in what I'll put. On Google Earth, the garage, it's because it said about in the email about a garage as well, which I couldn't spot. On Google Earth, I can spot the garage at number 79 next door, but I can't see anything on number 77.
The garage is over there, it's right round the corner, see that little red there? That's the garage. Yeah.
Right, well, what's that to do with the...
They own it.
Oh, so that's why that's their third place.
Yeah.
Right, I get it now. Right, because on the house it's just 2 spaces. Right, I get you now. Dear. But what happens if he loses that?
Well, it'd be interesting to see if there's ever a car in there, because a lot of those garages were built in the 60s and 70s and they'll fit.
Yeah, that is not very good for, if he moves out. Oh, I've never had this before. Colin, have you got any advice on this?
We do get it quite often in development. We've had discussions with Persimmon about 1.5 parking spaces, and half a parking space is shared with somebody else and it's down the road. So having parking spaces that aren't on the actual plot is not uncommon for us to find on new developments. I guess there's no actual difference. I mean, whether from a practical point of view, if you owned a garage in Swindon, we'd still say that's fine. I mean, I don't know at what point you say, well, that's not day-to-day use, but it's not that far away.
Wow. Okay.
I think I would leave that to the planners to decide on that.
Yeah. Okay.
You could question it in your response. You could
Yeah.
how does that, what bearing does that have?
On future.
Yeah,
future
because the
use.
ownership is actually separate. I think the difference, I would say, for Persimmon development, where there's 1.5 each, that is it. That's tied, that's in the deeds and everything. Whereas supposedly this ownership is actually not connected to number 77 at all.
No,
I
it's
don't know
not.
if anyone knows
He
what tenure.
claims he purchased it at the same time as the house.
Yeah, but there's not saying I can purchase a kettle at the same
So
time as a
it's
house.
claiming it was part of the same purchase.
Right, it's whether it's in the deeds, they have to,
Yeah.
they can only sell it with the house, they can't sell it separately.
It goes on.
I venture to suggest that it's entirely irrelevant anyway because it's too far away to be regarded as parking for the property. I propose we object on the basis that there still is inadequate provision for parking.
Okay. Councillor Brown.
Yeah, could we put a comment into West Suffolk Planners to say obviously this person sent in pictures and then they've been included on the portal. So
First time.
yeah, that's quite critical. It'd be nice to be able to see those pictures.
Yeah,
So,
it would.
Yeah, and the applicant's obviously gone to the trouble of including pictures, so yeah, it'd be good if we could see it.
Yeah, they forgot to put me in
Yeah.
because he did say it on the letter. Right. Okay. Any other comments at all? No. Right. Councillor Andre has objected on the parking. Can I have a seconder for that, please? I'll second that. Right, all those in favour, please. 1, 2, 3. All those against? 1, 2.
I'd like to see the pictures. I think they're critical.
Right, so you're neutral
Yeah.
on that vote?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's carried 3 to 2. But still put a comment on that we'd like to see, pictures. There's no pictures. Just to remind them.
I think at the end of the day, if we put it neutral, with a comment, they won't pay attention. But if we put check with a comment, then they'll know.
Yeah.
True.
Good point. Right, okay. That's carried. Objection. There's no others. Item What's the next one?
7.
7. Item 7. Lost my bearings. To consider street trade licence. There isn't any, so on to the next one. Matters to report. Any matters to report? Councillor Brown.
Yeah, I see the SO garage works have nearly been completed.
Yeah.
The kiosk are just fitting that out. I see a tanker in there today on the new refuelling points. It seems to all fit in there nicely, so it all looks good there. So make things a lot more convenient and safer for the users. So yeah.
Thanks very much. Thank you. After all the backwards and forwards,
Yeah.
you've done well.
Yeah.
It's really good. Councillor Smith.
Looks like they started groundworks for the old St John Ambulance site. There was some groundworks there outside the entrance. I'm guessing that's all linked to that. Those temporary lights in Greenfield Way, they were absolutely nightmare, aren't they? Yes, they're not very well phased at all. The ones where they're doing the lay-by by the doctors there. You can sit there for 5 minutes waiting for the lights to change.
Oh dear, those are called accidents if it's that long.
Well, maybe exaggerate.
Councillor Burns.
Over the council this Green's favourite applicant, he's got his application in for the nail bar down here,
That's on the next agenda.
next agenda.
Oh,
Have
okay.
you not seen it?
No, I haven't done
Oh, it's on the published portal as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you know, as a town, as the West African Council's seen it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't looked at it, but
They sometimes email us if it's on our wall. Sometimes
yeah,
they
no,
don't.
they should do.
Well, I should do, yeah, and it's strange because I have just put in a complaint about that.
I'll have a look, have a look.
That's-
Yeah, it came through on my thing.
But I should have emailed and told you
Yeah.
that's going on.
And also the local central persimmon has gone into, has been approved now, so that for public consultation.
Right. Okay. Thanks for that. Anything else? Any other? No? That's your report. Date. Is that the right one? 18th November. Yeah. Item 9, date of next meeting is 18th of November. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
The time is, if that's, time is, 7:20.